Hello everyone and welcome back to the second episode of Beyond and Away. I am Khadija and I am very excited because today's episode is a vidcast, and that is something, it is a new experience for me to sit in front of a camera and try to talk to a vis-a-vis. That should help me with my acting class, so I should keep this in mind. Moving on. Today's destination is very rich with things to do and places to visit, as well as it is also very important, like very historically important. I will be talking to you about Egypt and the Egyptians and the food and the things you can do and the activities and the cities and everything. And of course I have some tips towards the end. I chose Egypt because I am from Egypt and it only makes sense to start the first destination with a place I am very comfortable and familiar with. Also to give you more of a background about where I came from and to promote tourism in Egypt. Yes, because I'm being biased. Okay, so as I said, there are many things you can do in Egypt, and I tried I tried listing them, but at the same time narrowing the list, because this will take forever if I just list every single thing. I really hope I didn't miss important things, but hopefully this will be all good. Egypt has a really strategic geographical position. It connects both Africa and Asia through Sinai. It has the Nile River flowing through it from south to north, so it's just doesn't make sense, but that's how it is. We have two coasts, the Mediterranean, one by the Mediterranean Sea and one by the Red Sea. We have a population of 100 million people. Most of them are concentrated around the Nile. Cairo is the capital with a metropolitan population of 20 million people, which makes it the largest city in Africa and the Middle East, and the 17th largest metropolitan city around the world. And this is according to the World Population Review website. This being said, let us start with food. To make this interesting, you can always know a culture from their food, and in Egypt we have this saying that a healthy mind is in a healthy body, except the food is not really healthy. It's just very dense and rich with ingredients. So as we all start with breakfast. For breakfast you can have عيش بلدي, which is the local bread, and it is round. You can have طعمية, which is falafel. You can have ful, which are beans. You can have cheese with tomatoes and olive oil, white cheese with tomatoes and olive oil. Mahshi. Mahshi are vegetables stuffed with rice, tomatoes, cilantro. These vegetables can be bell peppers, tomatoes, zucchinis, eggplants, and ورق عنب, of course. رز معمر, I love that one. رز معمر is basically rice in a clay pot with heavy cream, and you just bake that in the oven. It can be served with chicken and meat. ملوخية. Okay, so ملوخية, these are green leaves chopped into very tiny bits, and then you fry garlic with chili peppers, and when they're done you put them with the chopped green leaves and you boil them together, so it's kind of a soup, but except it has a texture to it that you can put on rice, and it's usually eaten with rice and served with meat, any type of meat. You can have meat, you can have chicken, you can have beef, lamb. Koshari. Okay, this one is for the Italians. Please try not to panic because this one is very rich with ingredients and it will not make any sense to you. Koshari is a street food and it is made of rice, pasta, caramelized onions, lentils, chickpeas or hummus, and red sauce. So the best thing about it, of course, is the red sauce because it's the thing that gives it its taste. The red sauce is made with cumin, vinegar, salt, pepper, garlic, and the trick is to master the amount of garlic and vinegar in the red sauce. You should all try it. It's really delicious. We have bamia, which is okra with the meat and red sauce. We have the tir مشلتت, which is, I think it's the farmer's dish, because it's a type of bread or pastry that is baked, and it is served with honey and cheese, mish, which is a type of fermented cheese. I think it's spicy, and you can also have it with different fillings. You can have it with tomatoes, bell peppers, olives. You can have it with cheese, mozzarella. It's kind of like pizza, but fast food pizza when it comes to the fillings. Oh, I'm getting tired. Okay, dessert, of course. Yes, I almost forgot. Dessert, kunafa. So kunafa is a kind of dough here, and as you're pulling it apart, you're adding syrup. As you're pulling apart, you add it's very, very thin and delicate, and then you fry it, and it's very, very sugary, and yeah, you feel like you're getting diabetes after you have Egyptian dessert. Next, basbousa. So basbousa is something, I don't know what it is, and I don't know how to explain the texture. It's just something very, it's rough, but it's very, very sugary, and it's very sweet. We have ruz b'laman, which is rice pudding. We have fried kataif, and these are a type of, it's like dough, fried dough, and it's filled with dried fruit or pistachios, and then you dip them in syrup, and it's very, very sweet. We have pumpkin pie, which is called arasal. And what else do we have? I think that's it for dessert. I think that's it for food. I mean, like, this is more than enough. Now let me talk to you about Egyptians. Egyptians are very, very loud, just like any other Mediterraneans. We like talking about politics, we like talking about football, we're very passionate about football.